this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. How are you doing today? Welcome to this video, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. These are the tools of transformation. I have compiled all of the items and tools and kitchen things that I use in my life every day to help me stay raw vegan. I put them in an Amazon store because people contact me every single day from social media and my membership and clients asking me what I use and what tools, what juicer, what supplements. And so I've created an Amazon store to make this easier. Instead of sending out, individual messages to every single person, I can just send the link to my Amazon store. And I have it categorized into simple, easy to understand categories. So if you're looking for the items or the products that can help you in your journey as a raw vegan, take a look at this video, and I'm going to go over each category, and I'm going to go over some of the products in detail as to why I think they're important, how they help me on a daily basis, and why I even offer them in my Amazon store. Now, my Amazon store is an affiliate account, so that means I get a small commission from anybody who buys from my links in this store. There's no additional charge to you. If you do purchase, it helps support this channel, which is great, and I would appreciate that. So let's jump in and take a look at the items I have in my Amazon store, Raw Vegan Essentials. Okay, the first step is to go to amazon.com/shop/rawveganrising. All right, here is my Amazon page. You can see at the top here, I have a couple recipes you can look at. Now, when you click on one of these, it opens up the recipe, which you can see right here. Now, if you scroll down, here are the items that you can purchase to make this recipe. This is my raw vegan ranch recipe. Absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you try that recipe. Okay, now if you scroll down here on my page, you can see all of the categories. Currently, we're looking at detoxification, truly raw nuts and seeds, raw foods I eat, supplements, superfoods, teeth care, inspiring books, raw vegan kitchen, probiotics, and enzymes. Now, I think the most important and most fun category to start with would be raw vegan kitchen. So let's jump into this one. Here are all of the items that I consider to be essential in my kitchen as a raw vegan, items that I use every day. Okay, right at the top, you can see here the Green Star Elite Juicer by Tribest. This is a slow masticating twin gear juicer that I believe is the best juicer on the market for the money. Okay, it's got a 12-year warranty, and for this price, $497 currently, the price fluctuates on Amazon, but this juicer is going to give you the best quality juice long-term for the best price. I believe this juicer is the one to get because it just works effortlessly for greens. So you can make very high quality green juices that allow you to detox and have wonderful, wonderful juices as a raw vegan. Okay. I couldn't live without this juicer in my life if I tried. This is an essential tool for me. The other essential tool is the Vitamix. Now, I have this model, which is the Professional 750. It's their high-end model, okay? I would recommend getting this model because I use it at least twice a day, and I absolutely love it. It is expensive. You can get Vitamix blenders for less money than this, but this is the one I use because, look, this is like an appliance to thrive as a raw vegan. I'd spend $500 on a stove or a refrigerator, right? So this is just another kitchen tool that if you're switching to a raw vegan diet and lifestyle, it's essential. Why not get the best? But look around, you can find refurbished ones online and get good deals. In addition to the Vitamix blender, I have the small container. Now, the Vitamix comes with a 64-ounce container, but here is the small container, which is a 32-ounce container. Now, I find this invaluable. I use it all the time. This blender top right here is perfect for single serve dressings or single serve smoothies where you're not doing something big and you don't really need the size. Sometimes it's essential to fit. Like this big 64-ounce container here is, this one sometimes just is too big and all the ingredients just sit at the bottom and it's hard to blend. But with the small one, you can make a lot more options. It's something that I believe is essential. And so again, it's a price tag here to have the tools necessary to thrive as a raw vegan. Okay, let's go back. Now this is the TriBest Personal Blender, which uses mason jars to blend in. Now I love this item. This is what I use to make dressings and other very small single serve items like quick little smoothies or something where I don't need the full blender, and it uses the glass mason jars, which I just think is great. It's only $87.95. It's made by TriBest, the same company that makes the juicer. I believe it is an essential tool, and I use mine really literally almost every day. Another tool that I use absolutely all the time is a food processor. Now I use a high quality Cuisinart food processor. You can spend less money, but what I find is when I spend less money on food processors, I get less of a quality of a machine, and it just doesn't work as good, or the motor's loud, or it burns out. I've bought $40 food processors from Walmart many times, but I end up just having to upgrade anyway in the long run. So I recommend buying the right tool right off the bat, and you get everything you need without wasting money. Now, I have 2 knives in my kitchen essentials page because I believe the knife that we use to process our salads and fruits is essential. This is the knife that I use. It is my daily driver, and I absolutely love it, okay? It is the J.A. Henkel's International Bread Knife, 8-inch. It is my favorite knife to use. It's easy to hold. It cuts up pineapple. It cuts up oranges, grapefruits, watermelons. As you can see, the little bit longer serrated blade works perfectly for all fruits and vegetables, and I find it to be the knife that I go to 95% of the time, okay? So having the right knife is essential for processing fruits and vegetables. The other knife that I use is a small paring knife. The J.A. Henkel's International Paring Knife is very high quality. It's a premium knife, and when you hold it in your hand, you just feel like a pro. Okay, now this is for like peeling mangoes or other small fruits that you hold in your hand. Okay, between those 2 knives, those are all I use, period. Now, this is the spiralizer that I use right here. Okay, there's other spiralizers. There is, cheaper ones. There's more expensive ones, but this is the one I personally use and I love. It's only $22. It comes with all these different blades you can see to make different sized zoodles and different shapes and things like that. I think it's a great tool. I think it's fun to have, and I think having a spiralizer in the kitchen as a raw vegan is essential. That one's really a no-brainer. Now, this is interesting. I think a citrus squeezer is key, okay? Now, if you get the lemon citrus squeezer, it won't fit oranges. If you get the lime citrus squeezer, it won't fit oranges. But if you get the orange lemon squeezer, it fits limes and lemons, and sometimes even small grapefruits. So I personally find the orange lemon squeezer to be the most versatile citrus squeezer there is, and I've tried all of them. Okay, so I think you just get the orange one, and it makes adding citrus to dressings or salads a breeze. I find it is essential. I use it every day. Now, here's some straws I have, but before I talk about the metal straws, I'm going to talk about this right here. This might be one of my favorite items in the entire world. Okay. This is a lid and straw combo for a wide mouth mason jar. This literally makes my life so happy. Okay, look at this. You can put this on your smoothie and take it to go. The straw has a little lip so it doesn't come out. Okay, and it screws on the wide mouth mason jar, and it makes your smoothies and juices ready to be mobile. I absolutely love this item. I tried it one time and I got hooked, and now I have like 10 of them. And if I don't have 10 of them at my drawer at any given time, I would just go out and buy them. I find it to be one of the most essential tools in my kitchen. But with that said, I also have metal smoothie straws. Okay, the metal smoothie straws, I believe, are essential. And this set comes with a cleaner, which also works for the other set that I just showed you, okay, for the plastic straws that act as with the lid, okay, to make your smoothies and juices mobile. This kit right here comes with 4 and has the cleaner, which is such a good deal, $8.95, no brainer. Stainless steel is essential. These are just regular juice straws, and this one comes with 2 brushes as well, which can be used for all your other straws. So I personally like to have juice straws and smoothie straws and the plastic straws here, okay? Now this nut milk bag is the best quality nut milk bag I've ever used. It's a really high quality, thick, durable, strong nut milk bag for making almond milk, for making cashew milk, for making any of the milks that you want to make. This is essential, especially if you got that nice Vitamix. The Vitamix combined, this right here, combined with this right here, is freedom for nut milks. You can make all the fresh, delicious, raw vegan nut milks you can imagine. All right, let's talk about mason jars. I personally use mason jars every single day, all day. This is my absolute favorite item in the kitchen, next to maybe my juicer and my blender. Okay, I have probably 224 packs of wide mouth mason jars in my kitchen at any given time. All right, so I put juices in them, I put smoothies in them. I use them to sprout, I use them to ferment, I use them to measure, I use them for everything. It's 4 cups, they have measuring marks on the side of the glass. And I personally, yes, like I said, I have about 48 of them probably in my kitchen because I go through them so quick. You know, they get cracks or chips. And so I just love them. With the mason jars, you get the sprouting lids to make sprouts. So I use these sprouting lids here to make lentil sprouts, to make alfalfa sprouts, to make my bean sprout mix, to sprout anything, okay? It's so easy to just get these metal lids and they screw on your mason jars, and I find them essential. Now, I probably have about, 25 of these laying in my drawer at any given time, and I use them pretty much on a daily basis, okay? Now for fermenting, if you're gonna make sauerkraut or ferment vegetables, these are essential. They are glass weights that you put at the top of your jar, and it holds all of the vegetables and sauerkraut under the line of the liquid or the brine. So there's no funkiness that develops on the top. If you're gonna make really nice sauerkraut that has to sit a couple months, these glass weights are essential. They're very inexpensive, they work great, and they're just perfect for making ferments in your mason jars. These are the wide mouth ones, and they work perfect for the jars I just showed you. Now this item might be a little bit less obvious, but it's a long nylon spatula. Now for the Vitamix, it is absolutely essential. If you're gonna spend $500 on a quality blender, the least you can do is grab the absolute perfect tool to go with the blender. As you can see, it is perfectly designed for the Vitamix. It doesn't get torn up at the bottom with the blades. It's a heavy duty nylon. I literally cannot live without this tool. It might seem simple, but it is something that is worth investing in. I highly recommend it, okay? So that's currently what I have in my raw vegan kitchen section. Okay, I wanted to show you that. I thought it would be really helpful. Now, the next section, which I think is essential to understand and go over, is teeth care. Okay, so right here at the top, I have 2 different jars of the Neem Enamelizer toothpaste. This one with the dropper, this is solid inside. Just so you understand, the dropper doesn't actually drop liquid drops of this toothpaste. It is a saponated coconut and olive oil toothpaste, which means it is like a soap made from olive oil and coconut oil, so it foams, and it has other essential oils that are Ayurvedic blends that go back, long time ago, where people need to have healthy gums and teeth without, brushing, essentially, like living without the current conditions that we have with running water and whatnot. So this blend of essential oils with saponated coconut and olive oil really helps to keep the bacteria down and to keep the alkalinity in our mouth. I highly recommend this product for raw vegans to brush and for mouth care on a daily basis. This is 1 fluid ounce for $40. It's highly worth it. This is my favorite container, but you need kind of a long tool to get down in there. The other option is a smaller container with a screw-off lid like this. Okay, now it's easier to get in here. It's a smaller container. It is 25 milliliters for $24. So it's great to try it out. It's alkalizing, it remineralizes the enamel, it polishes the teeth, it's got clove, neem, cinnamon, it's saponated, which means it foams like toothpaste, it's got sodium bicarbonate. It is amazing. I absolutely highly recommend it. The other item that I think is maybe one of my favorite products in the whole world is called the Yogi Tooth Serum. It's a blend of essential oils that balances our microbiome in our mouth, keeps it alkaline, keeps bacteria down, keeps the fuzziness and the plaque buildup off your teeth. You can rub it on your teeth in between brushing, and it allows your mouth to stay clean when you can't brush. So like in between brushing in the day, for instance, you can just put a drop of this in your mouth and it'll keep the plaque down. Okay, it's again an Ayurvedic blend of essential oils that I believe is absolutely amazing. Now, I used to buy these little bottles for $40, but I said, I use it so much. I went to the company, I said, what's the biggest bottle you sell? And they said $160 for, I don't know how many ounces, 4 ounces, I believe. And that's what I've been buying ever since. So I buy $160 worth of this product at a time. And I think it's amazing. The other one is the Happy Gum Drops, a nice addition with a variation. It's got tea tree and some other herbs and essential oils in here that is a variation on the Yogi Tooth Serum that, again, is specifically designed to keep our gums healthy and happy in between brushing. So as a raw vegan, keeping the bacterial colonies in the mouth in check, keeping our mouth alkaline and keeping a healthy microbiome in the mouth is essential. This product is amazing and should be tried out for yourself, and you won't even believe how great it is. The Yogi Tooth Serum and the Happy Gum Drops together make the perfect balance with the neem enamelizer toothpaste. And the final product that just puts the icing on the cake is the Tooth Truth Powder Polish. This is a polish for the teeth, okay? It's got a minty flavor. You can use it by itself or add it with the other neem enamelizer toothpaste. It's got some slight abrasiveness to the bicarbonate in there, which helps it just polish the teeth and keep the plaque off. And I use this myself in between brushings with the Yogi Tooth Serum and the neem enamelizer toothpaste. I just use it as another way to exfoliate and brighten my teeth. And as you can see here, Amazon suggests it with the Happy Gum Drops and the neem enamelizer toothpaste. It is a brilliant combination. As a raw vegan, I believe these are unbelievably valuable tools for dental health. If you haven't tried them, you need to try them. Okay, but the other thing that is absolutely critical is having oil for oil pulling. This is the oil that I use for oil pulling. It's the Banyan's Organic Sesame Oil. It's an Ayurvedic botanical specifically for oil pulling. That's what this sesame oil is for. This is the one to use, okay? Oil pulling keeps the mouth balanced, alkaline, clean, detoxed. It brightens your teeth. It's essential in combination with the other regimen that I showed you, okay? The neem enamelizer toothpaste you can use in the morning and the afternoon. Use the Yogi Tooth Serum and the gum drops throughout the day. But at night, I always oil pull for at least 15 minutes. Okay, now here is my favorite floss in the world. If you haven't ever tried the Dr. Tongue Smart Floss, you've got to try it. It really is the best floss I've ever tried in my life. It's thick, it doesn't break, it's porous, so you can add oil into the floss and floss that oil up into the gums, which allows you to keep the bacterial load in your mouth down, reducing tooth decay and sensitivity. Okay, it's $8.95 for a 2-pack here, no brainer. Try that floss, and I think you will never, ever go back. Okay, now the other item, which I believe is essential, is a water pick. Okay, it's a tool that jets water up into the gum pockets to keep the bacterial colonies down. If you have sensitive teeth, receding gums, cavities, or any teeth problems, adding a water pick to your regimen could be an essential way to really just create overall dental health in your mouth. I highly recommend it. I use one all the time. They're not very expensive. They last a long time. It's a great tool, okay? The other thing is a natural toothbrush. I have these in here because these are just easy to use, nice, natural, disposable toothbrushes that are just environmentally friendly and, just conscious and eco-friendly. They're organic, they're vegan. For $9.99, you get a bunch of these toothbrushes, and I really think that this is the way to go instead of buying the plastic toothbrushes. Okay, so that is my teeth care section. I believe that there's not one single product in this section that isn't essential for a raw vegan. Okay? Now, speaking of essential, the supplements that I have in this section here are essential. I don't recommend a lot of supplements. I only have 4 in this category, but the ones I have in here are the ones I personally use. Let's take a look. All right, starting on the left, this is the B12 drops that I use. I saw a live video by Anthony William, the medical medium, talking about this particular B12 blend. This liquid drop here is going to provide the best quality B12. If you just buy this B12, you don't really need to worry about getting B12. This is the one to have, okay? The other item in here, which I think is essential, is this K2D3. Really helps with the teeth and bone health, absorbing calcium. Okay, if we live in North America or northern climates, the northern hemisphere, away from the sun, we should probably be supplementing with some D3. Although if you do get a lot of sun, you don't need D3. This one is a plant-based vegan D3 in coconut oil. I just like it. I've tried a lot of different ones. I find this one to be great. And for the price, it beats out going to the store and getting a D3 K2 by themselves. I've priced this out. Okay, like if I go to Whole Foods and I try to get a K2 and a D3, I'm going to spend 40 or 50 bucks. This one here just has the both of them in one bottle for the best price. I personally buy the 120 count myself here for $37.95, and it lasts me a couple months at least, okay? And I don't really take this as much in the summer months when I'm getting sun, but throughout the winter I do take this one, okay? The other one to understand here is the iodine. I think iodine is essential. This is the Heritage Store, which was Edgar Casey's recipes of things. It's a nascent iodine. I believe this is an adequate iodine. There's a lot of information on iodine. We've got to be taking an iodine supplement as vegans and raw vegans because there's none in our food supply. So we've got to make sure we are getting the support from iodine. If we have sensitivity in our teeth, if we have teeth issues, if we have any hair or nail issues or skin issues, we have to make sure we are getting iodine. It's absolutely critical. So this is an iodine that I take personally myself. Okay, now the other item in here is the fulvic minerals. The fulvic minerals are just something that I think is a extra way to make sure we're absorbing other minerals, because the fulvic minerals help our body absorb and utilize all minerals, okay? So it's just a flavorless, tasteless, brown liquid that just is wonderful. I love it. It's, a whole food, plant-based ionic mineral blend that ensures that I am getting all the trace minerals I need, along with helping my body absorb and utilize the minerals from my food. I personally use this. I personally like it. It's not a big deal to just buy this product and use it on a daily basis. I recommend it. Okay, so that leads us to superfoods. Let's take a look at the items I have in my superfoods category, okay? The most important superfood, in my opinion, is a daily green boost. I have two here that I think are great. Vitamineral Green here and Daily Green Boost here. I find the Daily Green Boost is really delicious. I really like it, and I think it's fantastic. I would recommend the Daily Green Boost for anyone looking for a daily green powder to add to their regimen. This is a barley grass juice powder that is grown for nutrient density. That says it all right there, grown for nutrient density. So when we take this, we are getting a wide spectrum of vitamins and minerals from this one green powder, and we can eat a fruit-based diet and have this be our green supplement right here. Okay, so on days where we don't have salads or greens, we can boost with this supplement, this superfood, and be good to go. It's high potency in all the vitamins and minerals that our body needs. It's full spectrum support for vegans and raw vegans, and I highly, highly recommend it. Okay. Now, the other superfood powder I have, the green powder, is Vitamineral Green. This one's a little more expensive, but this one also has different things added. The grasses, algae, land vegetables, sea vegetables, enzymes. It's just a really high quality product. You got to try it for yourself to see. Health Force is one of my favorite products, okay? All right, so I also have spirulina, and down here I have chlorella tablets. Let's just look at these chlorella tablets. This is a good price, 1,250 tablets for $30. Now, if you're hungry, if you're transitioning to a raw vegan diet, you should just pop some chlorella tablets into your mouth, because the protein in these chlorella and spirulina tablets help your body feel satiated. Believe it or not, we just sometimes need a protein boost if we're detoxing, if we're on a high fruit diet, if we're on 80-10-10. This right here helps us feel satiated and full and can really minimize cravings. It's also filled with phytochemicals and phytonutrients that are just, unique to the algae, which have a full spectrum nutrient profile for vegans, all right? So I personally love chlorella and spirulina. I highly recommend them. Also, the hemp protein is one of my favorites, okay? Hemp protein is a quality protein. This is Sun Food, a brand that I love. It's raw, it's organic, it's non-GMO, it's vegan. It is a very high quality protein. I love this one. So if you haven't tried the Sun Food raw organic hemp protein, I highly recommend this protein as a supplement. Hemp seeds truly are a superfood filled with other vitamins and minerals and nutrients. As you can see, we got phosphorus, magnesium, copper, and zinc, and iron in here. 80% of our daily recommended allowance of iron in the hemp seeds right here, okay? So 1 scoop is 15 grams of protein. It's really, really great, all right? So now I have a Peruvian maca, which is I have pretty much every day in every smoothie I make. I absolutely love maca. Let's take a look at this. Divine Organics is a favorite brand of mine. They are high quality, high energy. I love the brand. Maca is an adaptogen superfood that's been used for thousands of years. It's a Central American root, I believe, that grows, and it's powdered, it's raw, and it adapts with your body's ability to adapt to stress. It helps give energy. It is just one of my favorite adaptogens. It's filled with amino acids, and I pretty much use this maca every single day. And I use it in my smoothies with bananas and dates, all right? So here I have cacao nibs, cacao powder from Divine Organics, Irish sea moss from Divine Organics, acai powder, which is great. If you guys haven't tried this, add it to your smoothies. It's so high in antioxidants. It's an essential for smoothies, okay? Acai powder is a little bit on the expensive side, so it's not an everyday for me, but I do add it to my smoothies as often as possible. I prefer it over adding frozen fruit or frozen blueberries, for instance, for that dark purple color and the antioxidant power of the acai powder, okay? One of the things I really love is the mushroom blends, okay? The reishi mushrooms, the chaga, the lion's mane, the turkey tail, cordyceps. This is an adaptogen blend that I find to be amazing. Okay, now it is one of those things where it's more of like an herbal support. All right, but I personally find that the mushrooms, the cordyceps, the lion's mane, and the chaga, along with maca root, to be essential. I personally just love it, and I use it all the time. Okay, now those are my superfood recommendations. Okay, everybody's gonna have different recommended superfoods. That's personally what I recommend. Okay, now let's go to something a little different. Let's go to my inspiring books. Now these are books that I just find particularly inspiring and helpful on our spiritual awakening divine journey. The first one at the top here I have is A Course in Miracles. If you haven't read A Course in Miracles, it's a must. It helps break down the ego. It helps us understand what the true nature of reality really is. There's a 365-day workbook at the end that gives us daily ways of thinking and practices. It's like a workbook for every day of the year, and it's essential. A Course in Miracles is one of my all-time favorite books in the history of the world, and I'm so grateful that I have it has come into my life. The Essene Gospel of Peace, one of the most influential books I've ever read, talking about the ways of the Essenes, the words of Jesus, and the hygienic diet of fasting, raw foods, and cleansing in order to be connected spiritually with God and stay disease-free. Okay, A World Peace Diet is an essential book for understanding the power of veganism. If you want fuel for the vegan movement, if you want to understand how being vegan is essential in your life, read The World Peace Diet. Will Tuttle, the author, is one of the most articulate vegan advocates in the world today. Gabriel Cousens' Spiritual Nutrition, a seminal book in the understanding of raw foods and the spiritual evolution path. John Robbins' Diet for a New America, one of my favorite books of all time. This book turned me vegan in 1990. It's been around a while, but it still holds true as one of the seminal works for the statistical information as to why our society and our civilization will eventually be vegan. Highly recommend this read. Okay, now here I just have some popular books from popular YouTubers and social media people. I have Fully Raw Christina's book. I have Marcus and Kara's Uncooked book. Mimi Kirk's book. I have here Karen Calabrese, Dr. Morse, Doug Graham's 80-10-10, Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System. I think that's an important book to read. David Wolf's Sun Food Diet. Great book. Becoming Raw by Brenda Davis, another great book. The 12 Steps to Raw Foods by Victoria Butenko. I think it's a phenomenal book, great read. And the last two here are Ann Wigmore, one of my favorite all-time, most inspiring individuals and mentors that the raw food movement has ever seen, her sprouting book and her blending book. Okay, so those are the books that I find to be just essential, that I have on my shelf, that I refer to every day. Okay, let's look at the raw foods that I eat. Okay, where is this? The raw foods that I eat. Okay, raw foods that I eat right here. Let's just go over these really quick. Flax oil is one that I just have to ensure I'm getting adequate omega-3s every single day, okay? It's not like I have flax oil every day, but I do focus on omega-3s, and sometimes it's nice to put a squirt of flax oil in my smoothie to make sure I'm getting a high balance of omega-3 for the day. Okay, I love the seaweeds. Here's the ones I use, the dulse and the wakame, and nore, and kelp, okay? I like this brand. This is the ones I use. Now here I have an amazing raw cashew butter, raw almond butter, raw sesame tahini, which are essential for making dressings and just, putting in dips and other things. These are raw, high quality essentials that I personally love. Now, medjool dates, you can get medjool dates anywhere you like. I just happen to have them in my store to show you that the medjool dates are something I use and eat every single day. I love medjool dates. They are a high quality source of fiber, minerals, and carbohydrates. And they're easy to use, and they add sweetness to dressings and smoothies. Amazing, right? Yeah, and sun-dried raisins. I find sun-dried raisins to be an essential. I put them in all kinds of ingredients, along with mulberries and goji berries. Okay, so for my these are my favorite dried fruits. Okay, the raisins, the mulberries, and the goji berries. If of all the fruits dried to eat, I believe those are really good ones to have. Okay, and Lydia's dehydrated crackers. Now, Lydia's is local to my area. And these are sprouted raw vegan crackers. Okay, they're pretty affordable. I like Lydia's kitchen. She is right here in my area. She's been making these for years. She's been around a long time. High quality product. I highly recommend, if you want to try out a raw vegan cracker in a package instead of making it yourself, to try out Lydia's. Okay, so those are some of the raw foods that I eat that I find are essentials. You know, the seaweeds, the raw nut butters, medjool dates, some dried fruits, sprouted crackers. You know, there you go. Now let's look at the probiotics and enzymes. These are essential for transitioning to a raw vegan diet and lifestyle. Let's talk about the Life Biotic probiotic. These are just two different sizes of the same product, a larger jar and a smaller jar, 140 and 40, okay? This probiotic you can use to ferment and culture nuts and seeds. It's excellent for the pH in your mouth. It's excellent for the pH and the gut health in your body. You can take it internally. You can ferment with it. I personally find it to be an essential tool in transitioning the gut to a raw vegan diet. Same goes with the enzymes. This is the same product here, but the LifeZyme is the capsule version. This is quite a good deal. Now it's $140, but it's 1,000 capsules of high potency enzymes. These enzymes help break down foods as we're transitioning and our digestion is weak, or we're coming off a juice cleanse, or we're coming off of detox. These enzymes help break down the food in our digestive system so we get optimal absorption and utilization. Okay? Now this is the same product here, but this is in a loose form, not in capsules. It's just loose powder. It actually tastes quite good. You can see the outline of everything that's in here, all the different enzymes. High quality enzymes. I love this product. I've used it since I've been 100% raw vegan for 2.5 years. And in terms of essentials, having a probiotic and an enzyme that you can turn to, that you can trust, that you can believe in is life-changing, and I wouldn't live without these products, okay? Now, another one is truly raw nuts and seeds, because when we go to the grocery store, we're getting pasteurized almonds, we're getting, cooked cashews, pasteurized nuts and seeds. So it's important to look for nuts and seeds that are actually truly raw. Okay, so Sun Food is a brand out of San Diego, California that I personally like. I am in California, so it's close to me, and it's truly raw products. Truly raw chia, flax, hemp seeds, truly raw pumpkin seeds. This is another brand that I like, Terrasol. Now, Brazil nuts, jungle peanuts. There is no such thing as a raw peanut except for this brand that I know of, maybe unless you're in the Amazon jungle yourself. But the jungle peanuts from Sun Food are amazing, and they're truly raw. Also, truly raw almonds. You can buy bulk raw almonds online, but if you've never tried truly raw almonds, you can buy them from Sun Food in smaller quantities that aren't so expensive, like this package right here. And maybe my all-time favorite of truly raw nuts and seeds, I have to show you guys this. These cashews by Divine Organics are truly raw cashews. They come from a small farm in Indonesia, made by a family-run little business. It has the story on the back packaging, tells you all about it, and they are truly raw, and they are the most delicious cashews I've ever had in my life. They are creamy, the texture is amazing, and they are highly worth the cost. Do not buy cashews in Whole Foods or health food stores. They're not raw, for one, and once you try these cashews, you'll probably never go back. That's personally me. I have never gone back. So if you need a source for truly raw nuts and seeds, I have them outlined here in my Amazon store. The next thing and last thing in my Amazon store, which is detoxification. Now, this is important, people, because if we're going to do juice cleansing and transition to a raw vegan diet, we need a couple things. We don't need a lot of things. We just need a couple things. We need a liquid bentonite clay. We need a whole organic psyllium husk. We need a powdered bentonite clay. We need a parasite cleanse that handles worms, which is basically wormwood and black walnut and some other herbs, okay? And we need a kidney and liver support for detoxing, which is basically milk thistle and dandelion. Okay, so this product here is milk thistle and dandelion pretty much, okay? And it is a kidney and liver support. When we're detoxing and we have a hard time with weakened kidneys and liver, this is a helpful product to help us get through detox, okay? Now, if we have parasites and we're dealing with any kind of worms or parasites in the bowels, this is a high quality anti-parasite from Health Force. It's got black walnut and the other key ingredients that help the body eliminate parasites. Look up the reviews on this product online. High quality, excellent results, and I highly recommend Health Force in general. Bentonite clay and psyllium husk for detoxing and getting the mucoid plaque out. I personally use powdered bentonite clay for everything. I use it on my skin. I use it in my hair. I use it in my smoothies. And it's nice to have a powdered version. And then also a liquid version for adding to, I brush my teeth with this. I will put it in, I'll drink it when I'm detoxing. So having a liquid bentonite clay is great because it's a little more fine. It's not as gritty. And I find that it's extremely useful. I love this product. I use it all the time. Also, the whole psyllium husk for getting mucoid plaque out of the bowels. This is the brand that I use. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's a whole psyllium husk, okay? So there you have it. Those are the products that I use myself. Those are the products that I recommend. Those are the tools of transformation. Everything you need to thrive as a raw vegan. The only other thing that isn't covered in my Amazon store is the emotional support and the community support and the coaching support, which that I offer in my group coaching membership called Raw Vegan Heroes, okay? So you can go to my website, rawveganrising.com/membership, and take a look at how I actually offer coaching to get you through the emotional difficulties of transitioning to a raw vegan diet. There's nothing like being in a community of other people who are like-minded, who are on the same journey, okay? So I'm giving you everything you need to get off of the junk food, transform your life, get off of meat and dairy, be successful as a vegan, you know, the supplements, the superfoods, the books, the inspiration, the kitchen tools, and the emotional support and the community, okay? You've got everything you need, people. Much love to you guys, okay? Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear where you're at on your journey. I care so much about you guys. It is my service and duty to the world to provide as much help and information as I can on this topic. Let's all rise together. Let's all be, rising vegans together. The Raw Vegan Rising. All right. Much love. Blessings to all of you guys. I will see you in the next one.
This is what I want.